This is going on my second channel because this is not going to be a highly edited video. It's just going to be a discussion. The Sandy Cheeks movie was announced a while ago, and that was entirely leaked. And then the Plankton movie was basically just announced. And guess what? It has already been completely leaked. And I just watched it. Now, if you want to watch it, just search out the Plankton movie on either Twitter or X or YouTube and go to latest, and hopefully it will be there, not taken down. Without further ado, here's my review. This movie is about an hour, 23 minutes long, and it starts off with SpongeBob singing, and he goes like, "Oh, this is my movie," but then it cuts to Plankton, and Plankton is like, "Hold up, it's my movie, cue the title." And that's a pretty funny fourth wall break. And this was leaked a whole year early. Yeah, a whole year early. This movie, supposed to come out in 2025, has already been fully leaked. And that's honestly crazy. The first thing I noticed was SpongeBob's model. In the Sandy Cheeks movie, you could tell it was a little more cheaper, but here it's even worse and more cheaper. It looks horrific. I can't actually show you it though, so you're just gonna have to trust me. Or maybe I'm tweaking and it's actually just a low quality and the model is exactly the same. So basically, the plot is that Plankton is trying to steal the formula with Operation Success, but this time with Karen around. Except he abandons her halfway into the operation, so having her was kind of just pointless. I will say one thing real quick. I like the humor in this movie. I got a couple chuckles, a couple ha-has, and the music in this movie is not good. But I did not expect good music from a literal SpongeBob movie, so I'm not really complaining. So, as Plankton is doing Operation Success, it was obviously not successful. He got caught by Mr. Krabs. What a surprise. Plankton was flung back into the chum bucket, and to his surprise, Karen changed the whole entire chum bucket around to make it look fancy and nice, and actually started serving good food. And people were actually eating there, so that Plankton would no longer need the secret formula. But Plankton did not like this idea, and he said it's not evil enough. So he was still focused on getting the secret formula, so he completely destroys the restaurant while a remix of Mazurlu plays in the background. Thought that was pretty cool. Karen gets angry at Plankton and basically turns into the villain of the whole movie. I kind of love that idea. Karen as a villain is pretty cool. Karen begins to speak about world domination, and then she starts to sing. Once again, bad song, not a big deal though. During Karen's song though, there was some really nice animation. You'll just have to see it for yourself, but it was very nice 2D/3D animation to see. Then there's a joke where Patrick splats into a wall and it looks like blood splattered everywhere. Then Patrick goes, ketchup, and then he starts licking the ketchup. Very funny, Nickelodeon. I made the same joke in my old video when I was like 13. Look at this here. Oops, I spilled my ketchup. It's not blood. Very funny. Haha, Nickelodeon. SpongeBob actually tries to help Plankton get back together with Karen and save Bikini Bottom. Thanks, SpongeBob. So SpongeBob and Plankton team up once again in this movie. By the way, 22 minutes into the movie and there's already been about 3 songs. Not sure why there's so many, because they're all bad. But at least the songs kind of told a story. There's also a scene where SpongeBob and Plankton go to a university called BSU. Plankton says BSU, which is the name of the university, and SpongeBob goes, "Oh, BS, watch your language, Plankton." I thought that was pretty funny, I guess. They're at this university that Plankton used to go to find the original build of Karen. Since Karen is a machine built by Plankton, I guess she's gone through many changes. They find the prototype of Karen in Plankton's old dorm room. Interesting. And the plan is to use it to rebuild an ultimate Karen that will destroy the old Karen who is trying to take over the world. Are you following the really confusing plot so far? There is also a scene where SpongeBob finds the chum bucket hat and he puts it on and goes, "All hail Plankton," which is an awesome reference to the first movie. Then SpongeBob takes it off and says, "Wouldn't it be crazy if this thing actually worked?" So I guess the bucket doesn't actually do anything here. But we also saw Handsome Plankton, which was obviously a reference to Handsome Squidward. I could just go on and on. There were so many cool references that I really enjoyed. Funny but weird backstory, there was a scene where Plankton has a flashback and he goes to eat at the Krusty Krab. He overhears Mr. Krabs saying, "Thanks to the secret formula, my food can finally take over the world." And Plankton, of course, hears that, and he hears "taking over the world" with the formula, and now he has a whole mission to steal the secret formula, and that's basically the story to what started it all. Then, the new Karen that Plankton had rebuilt ended up teaming with the old Karen for some reason. So basically, Plankton is just screwed. But then SpongeBob and friends team up to defeat the Karens. Plankton apologizes to Karen, and Karen gives Plankton the choice to have the secret formula that she miraculously stole, or to have her back. Plankton says to Karen, "The secret formula all along was you." Plankton and Karen get back together, and everyone lives happily ever after. Now, I'm not sure if I liked this movie more than the Sandy Cheeks movie because I'm biased and like Plankton more than Sandy, or if it's because I actually went into this movie with insanely low expectations. This movie definitely had its funny moments and is definitely a step up from the Sandy movie, so that's a plus. Thank you for listening to my review. See you in the next video. Bye-bye.